Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch. Today we're going to be bringing you guys a World Cup game between Team Pokepals of Team US South and Trosko of Team Spain. Both these guys are friends of mine. Trosko in particular is one of the best players of the last couple of generations of OU. He had some really good standout tournament performances over the last year or two, and I'm really expecting him to have a great World Cup. Team Pokepals, on the other hand, is a moderator, a really close friend of mine, someone I've loved working with for a number of years now. Unfortunately, he's yet to capture his first official victory, but he's had a lot of great showings, and he's definitely on the cusp of greatness, so we're going to see if he's able to get it there. In this game, he's using a team, looks like a pretty balanced team. It has Zera, Aura, Mandibuzz, Como-O, Magirna, Ferrothorn, and Clefable. On the flip side, Trosko has a Grassy Train Rillaboom, which is always interesting to see. Rotom Heat, which looks pretty good in this game, in particular, if it's able to weaken the Como-O. Clefable, Mandibuzz, Dragapult, which actually is a lot of checks in this team, well played by TPP preparing for that, and also the Ferrothorn. So looking at this matchup, I'd say that knockoff Zeraora looks pretty decent in the long haul, despite facing two grass types, but what's really going to be important here is the Magirna potentially having the right set for the matchup. If it's able to muscle past the Rotom Heat in conjunction with, say, knockoff from Mandibuzz or Zeraora, and Stealth Rock getting up, in the long haul could go a long way for TPP. Combine Clefable could also do well for either side, honestly. Combine Flame looks good against TPP's team from Trosko, whereas for Trosko, the only way he could really deal with it is the Rotom, and if it's not Pain Split, an NP Toxic, then he's completely reliant on Clef's Wish. Again, if he has Wish, it's not always Wish this generation, for healing. So looking a bit more into the matchup, I'd say it slightly favors Trosko, but it completely relies on the sets. So let's get into the game and see how this pans out. Right off the bat, we're going to see a Zeraora lead for TPP into the Rotom Heat. He goes for the knockoff to get that off right off the bat, which is important. And the heavy-duty boots are lost, 30% is done, and 64% is taken from that overheat now, as another overheat comes out from Trosko, just trying to weaken it more. But it comes into the Como-O, which doesn't reveal leftovers, so it's probably going to be Stealth Rock, but it might be Rocky Helmet as he goes for the Stealth Rock into Clef, and then the Clef reveals Stealth Rock of its own. Pharaoh comes in here now for TPP as the Como comes as the Rotom Heat comes in for Trosko on a knockoff. Okay, Pan Split there. Yep. Dragapult is going to come in here now, interestingly enough, on an Earthquake. It takes 31%, leaves it just below 2/3 health after leftovers and Stealth Rock. But it's going to go for a U-turn into Clefable now, knowing you can't break that, and Ferrothorn comes in here. Now, interestingly enough, TPP actually is able to hit him with a Flamethrower here from what might be a Life Orb Clefable, and that's a great deal of damage. So 73% to that Ferrothorn, despite it having some special defense investment. So all of a sudden, Ferrothorn's really low. It looks great for Zeraora. Speaking of Ferrothorn, no, TPP goes to his own on the Rillaboom from Trosko, which is a great double switch if it doesn't have superpower, and he could potentially get a knockoff or a spike off. So we'll have to wait and see. Rotom Heat comes in for Trosko, it takes the rock damage, and it comes in on another knockoff. I think that was not the right play for TPP there. I think he should have went for something like Leech Seed or spikes instead, but I digress, as he could suffocate, keeping it pretty low, as he's able to go to the Como here on the overheat and not let it Pain Split up. So yeah, now the Dragapult comes in here on a Toxic, which is a great play from TPP, not thinking the Clef would come in, knowing that he could potentially get a lot of progress out of that Toxic. So that puts the Dragapult on a timer and invites in the Magirna, which is going to come in on a Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, looks like there's not going to be much mileage out of this Magirna then. It's taking rocks, Will-O-Wisp, and it might just be a Hex trade here, honestly, because Hex will probably do like 65 to it. He doesn't need to go for the Hex, does 59, and the Magirna goes for a Volt Switch, which leaves the Dragapult alive. I can't help but feel like TPP shortchanged himself with this sequence. He is going to go Zeraora, which is going to be in hazard range after one turn's leftovers, but not after two, so he's going to be able to live. Yeah, Rillaboom comes in here now for Trosko. I assume Grassy Glide's going to force TPP out. He goes to Como-O. Yup, that makes sense. Might also be scared of Scarf, but yeah, he goes for the knockoff there, predicting the switch. He knocks off into Rocky Helmet. So that leaves the Trosko side with a 72% Rillaboom. Predicting to be banded. TPP goes in with Flamethrower. I don't love that Flamethrower. Think about this position real quick. Ferrothorn's going to die to a Flamethrower. The second turn comes in. Rotom Heat is its rocks. Rillaboom is not going to be staying in if it's choice banded. And hint, 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 it almost always is. Why not go Moonblast? Moonblast was clearly the play there, in my opinion. I think that was a misplay there by TPP, honestly. Knockoff there, it knocks off the Life Orb, which means the damage output is going to be diminished pretty greatly, but it still does over half to the Mandibuzz, but Mandibuzz can actually out-recover it with Grassy Drain up, so it can get one or two roosts off, but it risks a Combine there, exactly, Combine there, You can go for a knockoff again here on the Moonblast. Yeah, not wanting to let the Rillaboom in. That's a smart play from TPP. So he's going to be up 5-4 now. Maybe the upset in the making is going to happen after all. He goes Mandibuzz on the Rillaboom here. Eats the Wood Hammer. It only does 47% to a really special defensive Mandibuzz. He's going to heal up now, though. This does let the Ferrothorn of Trosko heal up as well, though, as it is leftovers and now Grassy Train. So Clefable's going to come in knowing to take advantage of that on a knockoff. Great play there from TPP. This is, in fact, in Flamethrower range, so going to be careful here, although I think the Rotom Heat's going to come in here. It comes in here on a Flamethrower, so now he's going to get the Pain Split up, which is huge. I goes Aura here, or Magearna here. He goes Magearna. Yep, that's barely going to give it any health. That's a good decision there from TPP. Now I would consider going Clef on this Overheat now, but he just lets it go. That's fair, too. Now he goes to Zero Aura. Okay. Rillaboom comes in here now. He's going to get some chip on that with Close Combat or Knockoff, right? He goes for the Knockoff. It knocks off the band. Okay, now he's got to switch out to Ferrothorn here. It's no way it's Superpower. They all run U-turn Knockoff. Wait, no! He lets it die to the Grassy Glide. He didn't predict that, or maybe he over-predicted. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because like if you Grassy Glide in the Ferro, you're not doing anything. But if you U-turn a Ferro, double into Rotom Heat, then you can make progress. So, in a sense, that made sense. But risking the Zero Aura just seems so unnecessary. Oh, man. Now the Rotom Heat looks amazing for Trosko if he's able to heal up, so all of a sudden this is a completely different game. We're going to see double here in the Clefable to let it get in on the Ferrothorn for TPP, which is a really great play. He goes for Calm Mind right off the bat as Ferrothorn elects to go for the Power Whipping Grassy Train, does 43%. He's got a couple more turns of Grassy Train if he wants to pursue that line of play, but TPP does have Soft Boiled here. He goes for another. Okay. That's going to let him heal up to 61% after Grassy Train. Power up to 45, and yeah, with the turn after turn, it's only doing 34%, so I wouldn't be shocked to see a Flamethrower here, but no, Power Up's just coming out, and it's going to crit that Power Up. That's really unfortunate for TPP, but he can softball it off. Miss is also probable of more time, but no dice here. Flamethrower does 82 to Ferrothorn as another Power Up comes out, and it crits it again, leaving the Clefable at a mere 6%. Oh god, now Rillaboom's going to double in here, I presume, on his soft boiled, and this is going to leave this Clef lower than comfortable. So you got to be careful here if you're TPP. He's going to go to Ferrothorn this time, now knowing that the grass moves are coming. This time he comes in on a Wood Hammer. Okay, but this isn't a Rocks Ferrothorn, unfortunately, for TPP, so I would be shocked to see... Okay, he goes for the knockoff. I guess he's actually scared of Body Press or Power Whip. Yeah, okay, not going Rotom smart. Letting that go is smart. Now you go Rotom Heat and you Pain Split, and you can kind of win the game. So... looks like this Rotom Heat's going to be very hard to stop. This is a Leech Seed Ferrothorn. Okay, that's a great play there from TPP to threaten this out. He goes Clefable now on and Volt Switch. Oh, it's a Volt Switch variant. It's not Discharge. Damn, I think that's a lot worse than Discharge. I'm not going to lie. That's going to make it hard to 1v1 the Clef. You only have 8 PP of Overheat, and I think he's already used a couple of them. If I recall, he's already used 4 of them. Wait a minute. We're going to see a Calm Mind here. Going to go for another Nasty Plot. Okay, wait up. Goes for Moonblast. Is it going to drop? No, so this Overheat would likely take out the Clef. He's going to go Mandibuzz on that plus for Overheat, and it takes out in one hit. That's crazy. Now Ferrothorn comes in here trying to bait another Overheat. He does just that. So now it's still Fable against the world for TPP. Guys, this is coming down to the wire. We're going to see a Calm Mind on a Nasty Plot, as both the Nasty Plot boosts previously were negated by Overheats. But there are only 2 Overheats, so there's very little time for Trosko to potentially win this game. And predicting the Pain Split, he goes for Soft Boiled there. It's a smart play from TPP. He goes for Calm Minds up against it. Now, Overheat here is going to do a lot, but he goes for another Nasty Plot. Okay, it's going to come down to some 50-50s here, guys. Overheat should only do about 85-90% here if I had to guess. So if TPP is able to Soft Boiled up on that, he could live another Overheat with the -2 attack, or at least beat a roll. And he only has 2 Overheats left. If he Volt Switches at any point, then he just loses the game. So TPP may very well handle this. He's just going to find Calm Minds in the right turns and not waste all of his softball. He's got 9 softball left. So yeah, he's going to softball there. I think his play right now is to spam softball until he's healthy. But now Trosko goes for another Nasty Plot. I assume on a softball from TPP. Yup. But TPP has to avoid being in Volt Switch range, so he's going to have to continue to softball predicting Overheat or Calm Mind on a Pain Split, basically. Okay, Pain Split's coming out. Softball again. I think I Calm Mind on this turn personally. Pain Split. Is he going to Calm Mind? He goes Softball. The issue is Softball has limited PP, whereas Pain Split does not relative to it. So he's got to Calm Mind eventually. He goes for Softball again. He's running low on PP. TPP has got to watch out. Okay, finally he goes for Calm Mind. Now it's going to do less damage. We're seeing Nasty Plot here from Trosko on a Softball. Okay, that leaves 2 left. We got to see a combine here. I think I would have pulled the trigger with Overheat earlier if it was Trosko, but he doesn't. And TPP goes for another combine all the way to +6. That's crazy. Now we see another nasty plot. Wait, we're going to see a Moonblast here. It's going to be able to 2KO the Rotom Heat. Now Pain Split comes out here on another Moonblast, but we're going to be able to live the Overheat, and now he's going to die to Moonblast. So Overheat is not going to be followed up by Volt Switch to take it out. So TPP looks like he's going to win the game with this Clefable, barring the opposing Clefable being quicker. And yeah, Softboil's up there. That's crazy. So TPP is going to upset Trosko, his first ever win in an official tournament, in a real nail-biter. Come down to the wire with the Rotom Heat Clefable interaction. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this game, guys. I personally enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite games that are around this far. Really well played by TPP. And honestly, Trosko is normal, putting up really tough performances. Great game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. All right, have a great day, guys. Peace.